Hi guys, today I'm going to be talking to you about a topic that's near and dear to my heart. I'm using a new lighting setup and the topic is responsibility and how you can be responsible, which I remember when I heard it first was ridiculous. I am responsible, of course I'm responsible. So I'd like you to join me on a thought experiment. If I asked you, are you responsible? What would you say? And even if you think you're not, there will be some areas that you do think that you are responsible in. So, don't be too critical. So imagine you answer that question, yes, I'm responsible, and imagine responsible is two words, response, able. So it means that you were able to handle your responses. You're in control, nobody tells you what to do. So then if I say, are you responsible? You say, yes, maybe. And then if I say, okay, so nobody tells you what to do, no one directs your life. Say, no, of course not. If they did, you'd probably fight against it. So now imagine you are responsible, no one tells you what to do, and responsible is two words, response, able, and you can handle your responses. Now imagine that there's a situation where you've lost control, or you're not proud of how you acted, or maybe you had an argument with a family member or something like that. Something that you don't typically want to do. And now if I ask you what happened here, and you say, I was angry or shouting. I say, why were you angry or shouting? And you say, because he, because they, because she, and you justify it, and you say it's their. You only do what you did because of their reaction. Now, when you justify, I'm a master justification expert. You can justify almost anything to yourself. But if you can justify it by saying, I did this because they did that, that means that you're allowing what they did to control what you do. So now if you think back to that question, are you responsible? And you say yes, and then you think, no one controls me, no one tells me what to do. You say, no, of course not. Now go to that moment where you're not happy with how you reacted, maybe you had an argument or a miscommunication. You say, okay, well, why did you say that? You say, because he, because she. So when you think about it like that, it's not a judgment to say that you're not responsible. It's a way that I like to think, because it helps me think, I am responsible for everything I do. Nobody controls my actions. And if, when I explain what happened, I say, that the reason I was a bit out of order was because somebody else did something first, they are actually starting the process of what you do. So it's really interesting, and it's really changed my life, actually. I started reading about this in 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and phenomenal book. The one chapter that sticks out in my mind, not that I remember it as a chapter, I just remember it as a series of stories, and the stories really related to what I was going through at the moment, at the time, arguing with family members that I don't want to argue with, and then you say, well, why did you argue with that person? You say, oh, I only argued because they did this. You're like, oh, right, okay. So did they control you? Did they tell you what to do? You say, no, I'm my own unique, independent person. You say, okay, well, next time that happens, maybe you can think about this, and rather than just reacting, you can act by not reacting. So that's a little snippet about responsibility. It's a topic that I'm so passionate about, it hurts, because it's changed my relationships with some of the loved ones that I've got, especially when I had to move back home, and you're in closer proximity to loved ones. You have to actually be more responsible, and you can't just say what you want to say because other people do what they want to do. So yeah, it'd be great to know what you think about this. I'll be doing a lot more videos on responsibility, and yeah,